Why in 2018 do we still have polo shirts that can't keep a stinking collar? Is this really? There has got to be some smart human being that can figure out a piece of material or a rigid piece of plastic. I mean, I want sharp collars. I'm so tired of this. Like 4 times you wear this and it's like a puppy dog freaking ears here. There are only 4 ways that you and I, or anybody at that point in time, can build the mountain. So I don't really care how far along you are, how big your current business is, if you're just getting started out, if you're out of high school, out of elementary school, or if you're the CEO or founder of some massive conglomeration of companies. If you are still looking for success, then you have a mountain. You have the mountain in your head, and you are trying to build it, and you have the dream and the legacy, and you're still going after some type of goal, some type of big idea that you need to develop and really hash out. And if you have one of those goals, and I hope that you do, there are only 4 ways that you can achieve building that mountain. Let me know in the comments, what is your mountain? I want to know, what are other people's mountains out there? I'm going to share a little bit about what my mountain is, but what is your mountain? What's the thing that you're really going after? Anyway, we'll get to the 4 things in just a second. This is my mountain. And it's kind of turning into a little bit of, a blueprint for you, but check it out. So I actually am wanting to build a literal mountain, but it works for you because check it out. In order to build a mountain, number 1, you have to have a foundation. You really got to have the root experience, the foundation of stuff. Number 2, all of the rock, all of the stuff that goes into actually building the base of the mountain. And at the tippy top, the place you want to be, the summit, what you're all going for is, for me, it's adventure. What is the top for you? What does the top of that mountain look like for you? And are you willing to put the time to build it? But it all comes down to the same truth. In order to build your dreams, in order to start building a mountain, in order to go after that next goal, there are 3 things that all dreams require. Number 1, how much experience is it going to take for you to build that mountain? I don't care how far along you are in whatever it is that you're trying to achieve. There is an experience prerequisite that you have to meet in order to achieve that goal. And that could be set very low, or it could be set very high. You could be wanting to become some sort of phenomenal engineer. There's a lot of experience required to become the world's most renowned architect. However, if you're just going to throw some videos on YouTube and be a content producer, it doesn't take a lot of experience. You just kind of turn on a camera and press play. There is number 2 that you're going to need, that is going to require, and you have to ask yourself this question. That question is, how much money is it going to take to accomplish this dream, this goal of yours? Because nothing ain't free. It ain't free. There's no such thing as a free lunch. Don't care how you slice it, it's not going to happen. Things take money. And the last and most important to me, the thing that I seem to have none of lately, how much time and resources is it going to take to build your mountain? For me, building an actual mountain, like we discussed last video, is going to take an insane amount of time and resources. All of the things that I'm trying to build. So when you're looking at your mountain, we'll get to the 4 things in just a second. Check it out. There is a road that leads to every mountain. There's a pathway that leads there. For me, that pathway has 3 different critical stops that I must hit in order to get that. And because I don't have one of these top 4 things, because I don't have one of the top 3 things, I have to do number 4, which is sort of the hard way. Let's talk about the 4 things. 4 ways that you are going to be able to achieve your dream. 4 ways that you're going to be able to build a mountain, and that's going to come to life, that you're going to have all the time, resources, and money to do this thing and get to where you want and build the success you want. Number 1, your rich Uncle Bob. So you might have the ability to tap on a friend or a family or someone that you have known from school who is super affluent and say, I've got this fantastic idea, and they just may want to throw money at you. For me, in my life, that has never been the case. Not one time. I have no relatives. I have no network of human beings that I could just say, hey, I really could use $1 million to kickstart me and get me on the road to success, because that would be like jet fuel in my ideas. However, that's just unfortunately not my situation. If you have that situation, take advantage of it. I'm going to say it. I'm going to call it as it is. If you are in that situation and you've got rich Uncle Bob, take advantage of the situation. Number 2, you could always be the apprentice, not Donald Trump's apprentice, unless that's what you want to do. One of the quickest and best ways to becoming what you want to be, to achieving what you want, is to find a mentor, find someone that's done it before you, that's paved that road, that's pioneered the pathway, and figure out a way to follow in their coattails. Really, stand under their shadow for as long as it takes until you have all of the time, money, and resources to do it. And chances are, at some point in time with you doing that, you will eventually get to that point. There is a risk that that doesn't happen. There's a risk that you decide or that never evolves into you doing it by yourself. But either way, you'll either be doing it by yourself by jumping over that shark, or you'll just be doing what you love doing. You'll just be number 2. And in my eyes, I think that's either or. That's perfectly fine. Number 3, I'm going to call this the Mark Zuckerberg deal. I'm sure he put so much hard time and work into this thing, but it's called the .com bubble, and it's called sheer freaking luck. At some point in time, you have a random tech idea, a random app idea, a random business idea, a t-shirt that just goes freaking viral, and you make an ungodly amount of money doing something because for some reason or another, the entire world decided at that exact moment in time that that is what they wanted, that they wanted to spend their hard-earned money on. And that's, in my eyes, the sheer luck factor. That can happen. I'm going to say it's maybe less than 1% of all business ideas happen, but that could very well happen. You could just have sheer dumb luck. But if you are like me, and you're following this channel, chances are you're in it for number 4. Number 4, building the road to the mountain. Number 4, you are going to have to start building every stone, every pathway, mapping out every direction for every person in order to get to the place where you want to build that mountain. And then once you're there, you're going to have to build the instructions to tell all of the people and all the resources how to build the mountain. And then once you're at the top of the mountain, you're still going to have to manage the mountain. So let that weight rest on your shoulders. Building your mountain is no easy task. Building what you want to do is no easy task. But that's what we're going to do on this channel every day. We're going to get up, we're going to write down our goals, we're going to figure out step by step how to build the stinking mountain. See you tomorrow.